Lafrette, Youth Ministry Coordinator here at the parish, and welcome to our virtual cafe. With me today, we have our very own seminarian from Good Shepherd Parish who's down for the holidays, Francisco Castile. Welcome, Francisco, back to the Tecumseh area. How are you doing?
I'm well. I beat the lockdown coming here, so that was very nice. Spent Christmas with my family, so I'm enjoying the break. Yeah.
Wonderful. So Francisco's down for, you've been down now for how long? A couple of weeks?
2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. So Francisco's been at St. Peter's Seminary studying and discerning for the priesthood. And so this was just your first semester, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how your first semester was. What's it like as a new person going into the seminary?
Pretty good. Everyone's very welcoming. There's an obvious brotherhood there. I had to figure out how to sort of change my mindset because I was used to living alone prior to going to the seminary. So having like 30 other roommates is a bit different, right? But no, everyone's super friendly. We all have our personalities, we hang out, but we also acknowledge that from time to time we need our alone time, so that's, everyone's very respectful of that. The classes are somewhat different because, COVID, so some of the classes are online, and even things that they do during the Mass, time in the chapel, they've switched that around. I wouldn't know any different though, just because I've never spent time on a regular basis pre-COVID. But there was an adjustment period for some of the guys, but we've all gotten pretty used to it, yeah.
Yeah, so as like a new seminarian, now done half of your year, what has the adjustment been like? Like, were you nervous when you first went to the seminary? And where are you at now?
I think I was more excited than nervous.
Okay.
The only thing I was somewhat nervous about was the classes. I wasn't sure if I'd be good at philosophy or anything like that. Essay writing, I'm not used to essay writing, so I didn't know if I'd be good at it. I haven't done that since grade 12 English, which was years ago. But it turns out I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and all the teachers are very supportive. There's been a couple of professors who have come up to me like, "Hey, how are things going?" Just randomly stop me in the hall. If you have any questions, doors always open. Feel free, stop by, and everyone's very warm. It's great.
Yeah. Well, some people might be thinking, like, what courses do they teach at the seminary? Like, what was your semester like this first semester?
Mostly all philosophy. There's lots of different kinds of philosophy. So this semester I had ancient and medieval philosophy, introduction to philosophy, Thomistic 1 philosophy. Yeah, those are the philosophies I'm taking. I'm taking an English class. And then this upcoming semester, I have modern and contemporary philosophy added on. So some of the courses that I do will be semester courses, and some of them are full year courses because there's just so much content.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you've had a really good experience at the seminary. You're looking forward to heading back for a second semester?
I'm excited. And I also don't want my brain to turn into mush during the break, so I'm trying to keep up with the readings and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited.
Francisco, just one more question. What piece of advice might you give? Maybe there's someone who's discerning or thinking about going to the seminary to discern, to be a priest. What piece of advice might you give?
To get in contact with, the vocations director for sure, because they can guide you, put you on the right paths, maybe set you up with a spiritual director, recommend a come and see weekend, which we're still doing. We just did one in November. It's a little different. We did it virtual through Zoom, but all the guys seem to enjoy it. You build a relationship with the seminarians, which a lot of the guys enjoyed. But yeah, definitely check out Come and See Weekend, just to get a taste of what it could be like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like you have a great experience there, and know that the parish is praying for you, and we wish you all the success in your studies.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna pull on, do a switch here, and we're gonna thank you, Francisco, and we're gonna pull in our pastor here, Father Patrick.
Let me just put this on.
Good morning, Father.
Morning, Chris. Thank you, Francisco. Great to hear from you after the first semester from seminary as well. That was a smooth kind of switch off there too. Way to go. Awesome.
So, as maybe some of our viewers don't know, but Father Patrick used to be the vocations director.
That's right.
For the diocese, and that baton has been passed on to one of our previous priests here, Father Danny Santos.
Yeah, I was doing a phenomenal job. If you visit dolpriest.ca, the website, or Vocations London Facebook page, you'll see the great work Father Danny is doing with the vocations work, especially online and virtually, as Francisco mentioned now. So please check that out for sure. That's wonderful. So how's your Christmas, Chris?
It's been very different. It's
Yeah.
been small, but it's been nice. I think it was a blessing to be able to spend that time with family, and not the whole family, but to just have that time of rest and reflection, and just that time to spend with my parents. So, what about you, Father?
Yeah, no, a couple of the graces, I think, for me for Christmas this year was being able to celebrate the 4:30 Mass here with Father Anthony Cullen-Cherry from St. Simon and St. Jude Parish in Bell River. Normally we'd be in our separate parishes there, so it was good to have another brother priest from a neighboring parish there join us as we work towards the family of parishes with our friends at St. Simon and St. Jude there in Bell River. So that was a grace there. And also the midnight Mass that we cross-posted at all of our parish sites had a catchment from all Windsor Essex County. People were looking for a midnight Mass live at midnight, and they came across our family of parishes here that was providing that. So a lot of great comments and feedback from people, the blessings they received from just engaging in one of our online Masses at Christmas time. So that was good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And then you have something exciting happening with youth ministry right now for these 8 days of Christmas.
Yeah. So we have the 8 days of Christmas and contest actually on right now. When I was younger, I used to always think Christmas was the 12 days of Christmas because we hear the song the 12 days of Christmas so often. But the church actually celebrates 8 days of Christmas. So today, even though we're celebrating the Feast of the Holy Family, it's also still Christmas.
That's right.
And so we have a Novena prayer for Christmas on our website to pray a little prayer every day. And even if you're not a teenager, anyone can pray that. But for the teens, we have a contest on right now where you answer different trivia questions about the church. And we have a prize every day for the 8 days of Christmas. So some little gifts for the teens in our parish. So if you head over to our website, there's a number to text in. Once you text in, you'll get the question every day at 1 o'clock, and you'll have to midnight to answer the question, and then we do a draw. So
Awesome.
Sign up anytime, even up to the last day. So
check that out then. Yeah, the 8 days of Christmas for sure.
Yeah.
And for our young people too, and if you know of any young people, we also have the Shepherd Studies Bursary. It's a $500 bursary from a generous anonymous donor from our parish who just wants to support young people in their Catholic faith and in their growth and education. And so there's still time for applicants. You can send us names of reach out to some of the young people in your family to apply for it. And there's still a couple more days there before the deadline for that application to come through. So information on our Facebook page and website about that as well.
yeah, Father, I believe it's December 31st. You have up to apply. One of the great things too, we've had some younger students asking about the bursary as well. So you have to be in the post-secondary school right now to apply, but the good thing is this is planned to be a twice-a-year thing, so we will have another application period for those in grade 12 this year going into university or college next year. You'll be able to apply for the September bursary.
Awesome. Well, I don't know if you know this, but the four of us priests have been having some fun as well during this Christmas season. With that help of Christmas Connected, many people have shared names of people who are shut in their homes, elderly, or maybe isolated more than usual because of illness or other things. We've been able to reach out and phone call them, with a telephone call, and we've been singing different Christmas carols over the phone for them. So our new group name for the four priests singing Christmas carols is called the Forefathers. And so it's very original, very deep. And so we're able to just talk to some people who, reach out to them that they haven't been able to come to church because of illness or being shut in their home because of age or whatever it might be. And it's been great talking with them and sharing some of the songs and everything along the way. So it's been a great kind of gift to help us through this period here of Christmas season.
Father, I might sign up just so I can get a song.
There you go. So if you know of anybody, Christmas Connected, send us their name and we'll reach out for be in any of our parishes there and sing a few of the Christmas carols there for them. So.
Yeah, it's real easy. Just go to the website and you'll see a whole section on Christmas and just click the link and put the information in. We'll get in contact with you.
And next weekend will be the celebration of the Epiphany. And so we'll post some stuff later this week on how you can bless your houses like we did last year with the chalk in honor of the Magi, the wise men, bringing gifts to the Christ child at Bethlehem. And so there's a way to bless your homes and families for the beginning of this new year that'll be available there to celebrate the Epiphany. So that's over one of the main doorposts as we did last year with the CMB. Tradition tells us the three names of the Magi, the wise men, are Casper, Melchior, and Belteshazzar. Or it also is in Latin meaning Christ bless this house. And there will be some information on how to do that. Just a little kind of prayer time as we're strengthening our house churches right now as we're worshiping from home and just want to strengthen your faith life in your homes. And this is a great way and tradition in our church. Comes from Eastern Europe, very strong in Poland and some of the other countries as well, in blessing the homes at the Epiphany. So we tap into that tradition as well.
Wonderful.
Any traditions in your family that you celebrate at Christmas? Or
really, like our Christmas is always focused around Mass, and so it was very different not having the ability to come in person. But the blessing I had was I was able to read on Christmas Eve here for our parishioners, and my families were able to connect at home and watch online. So in a way, we were connected. Into that.
So. Yeah, please feel free to share on our chat in the comment box there and stuff. If you had any Christmas traditions or things that were unique to your home here, I'll tap in here to see if there's anybody commenting that we can reply to here. But one that I learned about this year that I didn't know about came from Father Bob Remark at Holy Family Parish in London, who shared about a tradition that comes from his family, but also that he learned about too, about leaving an extra chair for Jesus at the supper table of Christmas. And it kind of represents Jesus or others in our family, those who have passed on and are with the Lord in heaven. And it was just kind of an empty chair reminding us that we're not alone at our Christmas meal, even though we were small in numbers this year. So I thought that was a very beautiful tradition that he shared as well on their Facebook page.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about that before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and not just Christmas, but any time. It's symbolic, definitely, of those who've gone before us, or the presence of the Holy Spirit, or Jesus among us. So
yeah, saying hello here to Ken Wilder, Gloria Dagenet. Denise Haslam says hi, Francisco Castillo. So just passing the message along there. Yeah, and some of these traditions too at Christmas might have been experienced pre-pandemic or now during our first year in this pandemic here as well. Pauline Killer, Yvette Levasseur are with us, representing downtown St. Joachim there. Way to go. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It's great to have them with you. Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas, as we continue to celebrate. Yeah, the Christmas season goes. There's always the question people might ask and sometimes call us up at church, like, when is it okay to take down my Christmas decorations and stuff? Now, there's no set rule for this, but the Christmas season, there's the 8 days of Christmas, as Chris was talking about, where every Mass is the same Christmas Mass repeated for 8 days, just to help us dive into this feast. But the Christmas season goes until the baptism of Jesus, which is January 10th, 11th weekend. this year. And so that's the Christmas season. So that's the stretch in the liturgical year that we celebrate as Catholic Christians. And then we'll go into ordinary time for a bit before Lent. So that's usually the time in which it's very apropos to keep Christmas decorations up to the baptism of Jesus, is celebrating the Christmas season there along the way. So
yeah, and why not? You know, Father, we're in lockdown. I think those Christmas decorations remind us of the hope that we have in Jesus, and the hope that we have, you know, for a cure for this virus. So what a great way to remind us to keep hope and keep joy in our hearts, to leave those up maybe a little bit longer than normal.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us here on the virtual cafe this morning, Holy Family Weekend. Thanks to Francisco for being with us and sharing about his first seminary experience in the first semester. So it's great to have you with us, and be assured of our prayers as you continue to discern. And with the help of Father Danny and the seminary faculty, you're in great hands there to continue on with the journey.
Thank you everyone for joining us, and God bless.
God bless.